Hi kids, please turn to page 1 and today we're going to learn about equal groups. Equal groups have the same number of objects. So let's take a look at question 1. Circle equal groups of 5 buttons. That means we need to circle 5 buttons in one group. So this is the first group, and then second group, and then the third group. Okay, so now there are 3 equal groups of 5 buttons. When there are equal groups, you can use skip counting to find the total. So just now, we circled 3 equal groups of 5 buttons. We can use skip counting to find the total number of buttons. 5, 10, 15. There are 15 buttons in total. Okay, now we take a look at the red balls and below. There are some groups of balls. In each group, there are 2 balls. How many groups are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups. Because the number of balls in each group are the same, so there are 4 equal groups. And now we can use skip counting to find the total. 2 balls in a group, so we can use skip counting by 2 to find the total. 2, 4, 6, 8. So the total number of balls is 8. Okay, now let's move on to page 2. Use the circle to model equal groups. Skip count to find the total. Okay, question 1, we need to find 2 groups of 10. So here, on the left, we put 10 circle in one group, and on the right, we put 10 circle in one group. So now, how many circles are there in all? We can use skip counting by 10. 10, 20. 2 groups of 10 is 20. Next question, we need to find 6 groups of 2. So we put 2 circles in one group. And now we use skip counting to find the total numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 6 group of 2 is 12. Okay, next questions. There are many spiders below. So how many spiders are there? And how many equal groups are there? You can see that the spiders are divided into 2 groups. Okay, on the left, there is 1 group. And on the right, there is 1 group. So how many spider is in one group? Yes, 10 spider. So it is 2 groups of 10. We use skip counting by 10 to find the total numbers. 10, 20. So there are 20 spiders in all. Now we take a look at page 6. Subtract from the known tens fact. For example, if we want to find 5 times 9, that means there are 5 9s. And we can think 5 times 9 as 5 times 10. That means we add 1 more 1 to each 9. Why we have to do so? Because it is easier for us to calculate the multiples of 10. Now there are 5 tens. First we calculate 10 times 5, and then we take out 5 from 10 times 5. 10 times 5 equals to 50. And then we take out 5 from 50. So 50 minus 5. 50 minus 5 equals to 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. So it's equals to 45. When we want to find 5 times 9, we can first think 5 times 9 as 5 times 10. And then we take out 5 from 50. That means we take out 5 blocks from here. 50 minus 5 equals to 45. So 5 times 9 equals to 45. Then how about 9 times 3? Let's find together. Okay, now we got 3 number 9 rows. And then we put one more in each row. So now it becomes 10 times 3. And if we want to find 9 times 3, we just need to take out 3. 10 times 3 is 30. And 30 minus 3 equals to 29, 28, 27 is 27. So 9 times 3 equals to 27. How about 19 times 2? How can we find 19 times 2? Okay, now we got 2 19s. We add one more, 1 to each 19, so it becomes 20 times 2. 20 times 2 is 40, and then we take out 2. 40 minus 2 equals to 38. So 19 times 2 is 38. Okay, very good. Now we move on to page 12. Question 1. Pat organized his shells in groups of 5. He has 4 groups of 5 shells. So how many shells does he have in all? Okay, so in the question we know that there are 4 groups of 5 shells. We can use skip counting by 5 to find the answer. 5, 10, 15, 20. He has 20 shells in all. Next question. Jade, record how many inches of snow fell in each month. Continue the pattern. How many inches fell in January? So take a look at the tables here. In November it is 40 inches. In December it is 16. So what is the pattern? What is the difference between 16 and 14? Yes, 14 plus 2 is 16. If the patterns continue, 16 plus 2 plus 2, it is 20. So we use skip counting by 2 to find the number of inches fell in January. 16 plus 2 equals to 18. So 18 inches fell in January. Next question. Louis has 4 bunches of grapes. And each bunch has 10 grapes. So how many grapes does Louis have in all? So he has 4 bunches of grapes and each one has 10 grapes. We can use skip counting by 10 to find the answer. 10, 20, and then 30, and next is 40. So he has 40 grapes in all. Okay, now we take a look at page 15, and we are going to use different method to find the multiples of 3. 3 times 1 is 3, and then 3 times 2, we can use doubling to find the answer. 3 times 2 is the double of 3, so it's 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 equals to 6, so 3 times 2 equals to 6. And then we need to find 3 times 4. Again, we use double to find the answer, because 4 is the doubles of 2. So we can double 3 times 2 to find 3 times 4. 3 times 2 is 6, so 3 times 4 is 6 plus 6, which is 12. Next, we find 3 times 8. 8 is the double of 4, so we can double 3 times 4 to find 3 times 8. 3 times 4 is 12, so 12 plus 12 is 24. So 3 times 8 is 24. Next, 3 times 7. We can use counting back to find the answer. Just now we have find 3 times 8. 3 times 8, that means there are 8 3. If we take out 1 3, and now it becomes 7 3. So it is 3 times 7. This is the counting back method. Because 3 times 8 is 24, we can take out 1 3 from 24 to find 3 times 7. 24 minus 3 is 21. So 3 times 7 is 21. Next, 3 times 10 is 30. And then we're going to use 3 times 10 to find 3 times 5 by using halving. 5 is the half of 10. So we can find 3 times 5 by finding the half of 3 times 10. The half of 30 is 15, so 3 times 5 equals to 15. Next, we're going to find 3 times 3. And we're going to use counting on. So 3 times 3 equals to 3 times 2 plus 3. 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, next, 3 times 6. Again, we're going to use doubling method to find 3 times 6. We just need to double 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 plus 9 equals to 18, so 3 times 6 equals to 18. Last, 3 times 9, we're going to use counting back. We can subtract 3 from 3 times 10. So 3 times 10 is 30, and we take out 1 3, so it's 30 minus 3, which is 27. 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, now we find all the multiples of 3. Let's fill in the tables above. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. And then 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27.